getting hot. Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, we're off to see the man, the myth, the legend, Frank Turner in Austin, Texas. It's gonna be an awesome time. We'll be busking in there. See you there. Okay, we're off. We got Frank out here. Man, I shouldn't drive Frank, but he wastes so much gas, but he's so cool to drive. The AC does work pretty good, but it's getting hot. It's getting 96 degrees out here in Texas. So we're on our way. So a few things about Frank Turner. Been a long time fan of him, probably since like 2010, something like that maybe, when I found him, Dan Andriano, Chuck Reagan, Dave Haas. I remember all four of those guys finding a particular song for each one. For Frank, it was I Still Believe. That was the first song I've heard from Frank, and it was just an awesome song, and been a fan ever since. So I saw him with Gorgo Bordello the first time as an opening act, and that was a crazy show, man. I thought Frank put on an amazing show, and then Gorgo Bordello came out with like a wine bottle and acoustic guitar and just tore the place up. So that was a great first initiation to seeing Frank Turner. And then I saw him with Jason Isbell. This is before I kind of knew who Jason Isbell was, because he was supporting Jason Isbell. I saw him open up, and that particular night, I rushed back in to see Against Me at the Paper Tiger, and so that was a great night of a doubleheader, so to speak. But then I saw him on the Flogging Mauling tour. I went on that tour. It was cool, and one of the stories, and I told it in the other video, was that so I was a PTA president, and one day I saw a solo show for Frank Turner coming through to San Antonio, and I figured, well, if it's an acoustic solo show, maybe he would want to play at an elementary school. I mean, it's an easy setup. I could set up everything for him, and that's what I did. But anyway, I reached out, didn't hear anything, and then spring break came, and they reached out to me during spring break, and then I was like, oh my gosh, scrambling to get the okay from the principal and everybody else, and we were able to do it. This is when he was down South by Southwest. I saw Chuck Reagan on Saturday, played a few songs with him, and then Monday, Frank Turner came to Fernandez Elementary and played an awesome show. And if you look on his live archives, he has Fernandez Elementary, San Antonio, Texas. I think it's dated around like 2018 for, I believe it's in March, because it would have been spring break. But yeah, so we'll go down in history as being one of Frank Turner's shows that counts for his 5,000 are coming up, and so it was a great time. He's always a great guy. The guy's freaking tall though, and I never knew that about him. I didn't realize how tall the guy was. And one embarrassing thing that I did while he was playing at the elementary school was I was so nervous, and I was just talking on a mic, and I said, and from all the way from New England, Frank Turner. And like my wife said that he just kind of put his head down and shook his head with and his assistant Dougie was there, and they kind of like shook their head. But I was so nervous introducing them and trying to come up with questions with the kids, but they had a blast. And afterwards they were like, hey, can you get a letter to Frank Turner, or when's Frank Turner coming back? So it was a special moment in their lives. I had a lot of kids. It made a great impression on him, and a lot of adults too, man. He's just an awesome guy, generous with his time. But and so that's why I'm happy to go and support and busk in front of the show, even though it's like 95 degrees, because I think he deserves it. I think his music should be heard by everyone, man. And he's an awesome songwriter, a generational talent. So we're going away to Austin, and we're gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna see you there.
Punk rock didn't live up to all I hoped that it could be, and all the things that I believed with all my heart when I was young. Just coasters for beers and clean surfaces for drugs. So I packed up my banners and Bibles to the back of the shelf.
Okay, we're on our way. We'll see what we can do in front of the gig. It is It's gotta be like 5:50, so doors opened already. It's freaking hot. Okay, so can't busk anywhere close to the venue, but here's Emo's. So you see Frank Turner on the bill. So we're just gonna jam, have fun with it.
Every time I see my name in your handwriting, it feels a little better. I didn't forget her. How could I ever forget her? But now that's left on my desk is the dust and the breath. It's a memory from you ever. It's a terrible thing to show everything that you got to one person matters and that it not really matters. We used to write each other letters. Then one day you tried it. Can't imagine you got tied up. God only knows I didn't want it more. So I just keep my tongue with a stiff lip until it's far too late for me to even contemplate writing again to see where you stand. So I guess you just settled on a stalemate. It's a terrible thing to show everything that you got to one person matters and that it not really matters. We used to write each other letters. It's a terrible thing to show everything that you got to one person matters and that it not really matters. We used to write each other letters. Damn it, now this wasn't part of the plan. I let you down, so please understand. You have to bear with me if I'm fucking this up. Cause you know this and useless, it opening up. Both of us knew it wasn't love in the end. We were more of a teacher with distant best friend. I've been missing my missus and more than my youth. And if we got on the phone, we tell each other the truth and say I'm tired of just making do. I'm tired of just making. Are you tired of making do? I'm just tired of loving. Yeah, it's a terrible thing to show everything that you got for one person matters and that it not really matters. We used to write each other letters. It's a curious thing to show everything that you got. Can't stay by a stranger to you when you were younger. I'm gonna write another letter. I'm gonna try to make it better. I'm gonna try to make it better. I'm gonna write a new letter. Woo.
Hey, we got a tip. Thanks, bro. That was awesome.
Well, a teacher of mine once told me life is just a list of disappointments and defeats, and you could only do your best. And I said, well, that's a fucking cop-out. Just wash the bang your tie when I get to yours. Well, won't be such a coward, but these days I sit it, known to shout in my teeth. Punk rock didn't live up to what I hoped that it could be, and all the things I believed with all my heart when I was young. I just coasters for beers and clean surfaces because, well, I packed up my pamphlets and my Bibles at the back of the shelf. Well, it's bad enough the feeling the first time it hit when you realized your parents and let the world all turn to shit. The values and ideals for which many had fought and died were killed off in the communities and left to die by the wayside. And it was just when we turned to the kids on the left and got let down again by some court stews to protest. Yeah, by idiot fucking hippies in 50 different fashions who were often such some kind of 60s battle reenactment. When I hung up my banners in disgust and I head towards the door. Oh, but once we were young and we were crass enough to care if we were living long. We make all those mistakes again, yes. Oh, but surely just for one day, yeah, we can find
insist on the impossible. Well, we're gonna spend a good few hours drinking, so I'm gonna say what everyone's thinking. If we're stuck on the ship and it's sinking, then we might as well have a plane. 'Cause if it's still gonna hurt in the morning, and there's better plans yet to get forming, then where's the home spent in an evening, in many in the old barricade. So come on, old friends, to the streets, let's be 1905, not 1917. Let's be heroes, let's be martyrs, let's be radical thinkers who never have to test drive the least of their dreams. Let's divide up the world between the damned and the safe, and we'll ride to the valley like the old life again, and we'll straighten our backs and we won't be afraid. And they'll celebrate our deaths with a national parade. So come on, let's be young, let's be crass enough to care. Let's refuse to live in them. Let's make all our mistakes again, yes. Habitually, just for one day, yeah, we can fight and we could win, if only for a little while. We can insist on the impossible. Leave the morning to the morning, our pain can be killed with aspirin tablets, vitamin pills, memories of hope. Glorious to me, a little bit harder to be. Okay, we'll finish up busking. So we're gonna get in there, find out where we can park. Oh, there's another. It wasn't the best time busking because I was far away, but I had some people give me a high five basically, and it was fun times anyway. So it was fun times playing in front, and now we're getting in there and see Frank Turner. So we'll see you in there. Peace.
How many nights will it take to forget cigarettes and all of the ashes, and all of the fights that it took to decide this can't be who I've become? 'Cause I made a promise to build you a house you'd never ever want to leave. So I'm doing my best to be your last call when everything else goes to sleep. 'Cause my body is a dive bar. Yeah, my body is your dive bar. Well, the staff is all rude and the owner is cheap, and there's probably wrestling on the TV, and the drinks might be strong but the jokes are still weak, and I promise I'll stop throwing up in the sink. 'Cause my body is a dive bar. Yeah, my body, your dive bar. In an ocean of promises I've always made, well, the sailor I need, every version sailed away from the Rolodex of every single person I make myself see, from the books I've become, and the cursive that cursed us in bathroom stalls, where I wrote my number just hoping you'd call. So if you ask for one, I'll always bring two, 'cause my face is a bar stool waiting for you. My body is a dive bar. Don't be shy. Oh, my body is a dive bar. Everyone lie. Oh, my body is a dive bar. And my body
always be open for you. I feel like some of you have seen us play before today. In which case you might have heard the next bit before, but I've got the fucking microphone, so I'm going to say it again, because it bears repeating. At my shows, there are only 2 rules, and they're very easy. Rule number 1, don't be a dickhead. Now I know that some of you are standing there thinking, well, that's obvious. To which I would reply, I should fucking hope so. It's real simple. I just want to establish that tonight as we go forward, we're going to look out for each other, we're going to take care of each other, we're going to make sure that everyone around you's having a nice time with your evening. Don't get me fucking wrong, Texas, I want to see some rowdy shit down at the front, it's a punk rock show. But if the person next to you falls down, you're going to stop and pick them back up and make sure they're okay before you carry on with your evening. And if every single person here does that, then everybody has a good time, and that's why we fucking came here. What do you say, Austin? Rule number 2 is also easy. If you know the words, you gotta fucking sing along. Let's try this one. Forgive me, someone right now, sitting down and I don't know where this should begin. And some days it feels like I just can't win. Now what you do or say means that you don't feel strong. Life is so bad, it feels like song. What's that point?